Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are taking the 8 values political quiz. Yes, we're back with another one of these. So yeah, let's just get right into it. Before we get into this though, check out my links, my Twitter, my Getter, my Instagram, and my music channel. Y'all can go check that out. And before we get in this, I just want to clarify that I recognize as a centrist, moderate, libertarian, political wise. So let's get into this and let's just go. You'll be presented with a series of statements. For each one, click the button with your opinion on it. Got it. Oppression by corporations is more of a concern than oppression by governments. Neutral. It is necessary for the government to intervene in the economy to protect consumers. Neutral. The freer the markets, the freer the people. Agree. It is better to maintain a balanced budget than to ensure welfare for all citizens. Disagree. Publicly funded research is more beneficial to people than leaving it to the market. Neutral. Tariffs on international trade are important to encourage local production. Disagree. From each according to his ability to each according to his needs. Disagree. It would be best if social programs were abolished in favor of private charity. Disagree. Taxes should be increased on the rich to provide for the poor. Okay, here's one that I do want to explain myself on. I'm neutral on this because in order to tax the rich, we have to fix the loopholes and things like that. Inheritance is a legitimate form of wealth. Neutral. Basic utilities like roads and electricity should be publicly owned. Unsure. Government intervention is a threat to the economy. Neutral or agree? I'll go neutral. Those with a greater ability to pay should receive better health care. Disagree. Quality education is right of all people. Agree. The means of production should belong to the workers who use them. Agree. The United Nations should be abolished. Disagree. Military action by our nation is often necessary to protect it. Disagree. I support regional unions such as European Union. Neutral. It is important to maintain our own national sovereignty. Neutral. A united world government would be beneficial to mankind. Disagree. It is more important to retain peaceful relations than to further our strength. Agree. Wars do not need to be justified to other countries. Disagree. Military spending is a waste of money. Strongly agree. International aid is a waste of money. Agree. My nation is great. Disagree. Or I'll put neutral for that. Research should be conducted on an international scale. Disagree. Government should be accountable to the international community. Neutral. Even when protesting an authoritarian government, violence is not acceptable. Agree. My religious values should be spread as far as possible. Strongly disagree. Our nation's values should be spread as strong as possible. Strongly disagree. It's very important to maintain law and order. Agree. Without law and order, there's going to be chaos, and that's why it's a stupid idea to abolish the police. The general populace makes poor decisions. Disagree. Physician-assisted suicide should be legal. Neutral. The sacrifice of some civil liberties is necessary to protect us from acts of terrorism. Disagree. Government surveillance is necessary in the modern world. Strongly disagree. The very existence of the state is a threat to our liberty. Disagree. Regardless of political opinions, it is important to side with your country. neutral, because it's all right to side with them, but if they're doing something that is just just horrendous, then no, you should not side with them. All authority should be questioned. Agree. A hierarchical state is best. Neutral. It is important that the government follows the majority opinion even if it's wrong. Neutral. The stronger leadership, the better. Neutral. Democracy is more than a decision-making process. Strongly agree. Environmental regulations are essential. Agree. A better world will come from automation, science, and technology. Neutral. I don't like the idea of automation, but science and technology progresses in that. Uh, kind of on board with it, but technology, like if we're talking like robots and AI, then no. Children should be educated in religious or traditional values. Strongly disagree. Traditions are of no value on their own. Kind of neutral on that. Religion should play a role in government. Strongly disagree. Churches should be taxed the same way other institutions are taxed. Neutral. Climate change is currently one of the greatest threats to our way of life. Neutral. It's important that we work as a united world to combat climate change. Neutral. Society was better many years ago than it is now. Strongly disagree. Society has never been that good. There's not much difference. Things are better in some areas. Society was better many years ago than it is now. Strongly disagree, because society was pretty terrible back then. The beheading, the hanging, all of that. Henry VIII beheaded 8 of his wives, I think it was. So society is a bit better in some regards, but a bit worse in other regards. Like the country, there was more freedom back in those days, except for except for black people. But and then it's worse. Everyone's free, but they're not really truly free now. So it is important that we maintain the traditions of our past. Strongly disagree. It is important that we think in the long term beyond our lifespans. Neutral. Reason is more important than maintaining our culture. Agree. Drug use should be legalized or decriminalized. Agree. Same-sex marriage should be legal. Strongly agree. No cultures are superior to others. Strongly agree. Sex outside of marriage is immoral. Disagree. If we accept migrants at all, it's important that they assimilate our culture. Strongly disagree, because this should be a multicultural country. Abortion should be prohibited in most or all cases. Neutral. Gun ownership should be prohibited for those without a valid reason. Disagree. I support single-payer universal health care. Strongly agree. Prostitution should be illegal. Disagree. Maintain family values is essential. Disagree. To chase progress at all costs is dangerous. Neutral. Genetic modification is a force for good, even on humans. Disagree. We should open our borders to immigration. Agree. Government should be as concerned about foreigners as they are about their own citizens. Neutral. All people, regardless of factors like culture or sexuality, should be treated equally. Strongly agree. It is important that we further my group's goals above all others. Strongly disagree. And I am social. I am peaceful. I am liberal. Not liberal. Libertarian, more like. That's what that's supposed to mean, and I'm progressive. Okay, so that concludes this video, I guess. Thank you guys for watching. Comment down below. Tell me what you think. And yeah, see you in the next one. Try not to kill each other. Peace. Peace. Check out my links. And yeah, bye. Press the wrong button. Bye.